Hello, hello. In this video, I'm going to be going really briefly over IXL so that you're able to go ahead and use the different tools and features of IXL. So the first thing you want to make sure you do is go over to clever.com. My Clever page might look a little bit different from yours, but you want to make sure you have this IXL tab right over here. I have this hearted so that's in my favorites so I can see it at the top. If you would like to do the same, you can go into the search bar here and you can go ahead and search up IXL, which can pull it up for you, or you can scroll down and search for IXL and then you are able to heart it there. But once you click on IXL, you will be taken to this page here. The page I'm using right now is just a demo page, so this is not going to look quite the same as what you would see when you're actually in my class, but this is going to be really close to what you should be expecting to see. Up at the top, you're going to see, hi, your name, and whatever time of day it is. Right now I'm filming this in the evening, so good evening. And right at the start here from your teacher, these are going to be the homework assignments that I assign in class. All right. So each week I'm going to send out an announcement letting you know what IXL lessons I want you to work on. You can work on these at whatever pace you want to do. If you want to hammer them all out on Monday and get them all done, feel free to. If you want to wait and kind of just do them all chunks by chunks throughout the week, totally fine as well. But these lessons are going to be here. As you complete these lessons, they will go and move from this screen here over into this completed section. Right now, I haven't completed any lessons, so there's nothing in my completed section. But as you complete them, they'll go into here. So if you ever see lessons here, those lessons need to be completed because they haven't quite been completed yet. All right. So let's take a look at an actual example and see what happens when we actually click on one of these lessons. For this, let's go ahead and click on the 6th grade lesson here. Does X satisfy an equation? All right. So over here, we can see there's a question. Is W equals 78 a solution to the equation? My answer options here, yes or no. So let's say I were to go here and click yes, and then I go ahead and submit. In this case, you'll notice, oh, dang, I got that question wrong. That's totally okay. That happens from time to time. It's just a moment for us to learn. If we get a question wrong, the correct answer is shown for us. And if you scroll down, an explanation is shown as well. So we can see 78 here. I answered yes. And we have an explanation here. A number is a solution to an equation if plugging it in results in a true statement. And then they work through the problem. So I see how they solve the problem, and now I can click got it. I now have another problem here, and maybe after looking through this problem, I'm thinking, this is actually still really difficult. I don't quite get it. Well, we have resources here that can help you out. The first thing we have here is learn with an example. If you click on this, you are able to see an example here of how to solve that type of problem. You can work through this, and after looking at the example, you can go ahead and go back to practice that problem. Or maybe instead you'd like to watch a video. If you click on watch a video from IXL will appear here that you can watch that goes over how to solve that type of problem. The video that you see here though does remain the same throughout that entire lesson. So it does not change per each question, but it's just the same video for that lesson. If I maybe decide that I don't want to quite work on this lesson yet, I want to go back, I can click on my IXL and it will take me back to this home page here. The last thing I want to talk about then with our IXL is going to be our SMART score. So right now, if I go back to the same question here, for the questions answered, I've only answered one. My SMART score is 0. This right now shows a goal of 80. That's not quite the goal that I'm going to have set for you guys. My goal for my students is going to be set to go ahead and go to 100. I want you guys to get 100% to be able to, for our lesson to be considered completed. So if we look at this, let's see what happens when we get a question right. Is n equal to a solution to this equation? Now, we haven't covered this yet, so at this point in time, if you're watching this video, we may not have covered this, so don't worry if you don't know quite how to answer this, but let's go ahead and click no here. Keep it up, awesome. You'll notice now my SMART score went up. That's awesome, that's what we want to see. We have another question here. Is d equal 22 a solution to the equation? All right. Let me say yes. My SMART score went up again. It went up now up to 19. So we have this here. Let's see what happens now if we get a question wrong. So is u equals -1 a solution to this equation? I'm going to go ahead and say yes. When I say this, notice now the explanation comes back up again, but also my SMART score went down. So with the SMART scores, again, for a homework assignment to be completed, you must hit 100. The beautiful thing about IXL is that it adapts based on how you are responding. If you're getting more and more questions correct, the questions will get more and more challenging. But once you hit that 100, you are done with the homework assignment. You are able to go back and do the homework assignments though after completing it if you so choose. To do that, if we go back to my IXL, just click over here in this completed section and click on the lesson that you would like to go ahead and redo. If you do have any questions though about IXL, please feel free to reach out to me. You can do this over eCampus, over email, or over Parent Square. Other than that, I hope you have a good rest of your day and have a good school year.